Hey parents, so I just wanted to use this opportunity to talk to you about accommodations. Earlier this week, I have sent you personalized accommodation for each of your students, and it looks like this. So right here, it gives you a list of what your kids are able to use in class. And so this is where it's really important, parents and students. These accommodations are very specific to each and every one of your students. And so as we're going through this, I just encourage you to just stick to whatever accommodations you are allowed to use in class and try not to be tempted to use other ones. Just because in our meetings, we have specialized these. We have decided on these accommodations because these are the accommodations that are helpful for you. They are specifically tailored to your needs. So one of the accommodations that students normally get are the multiplication chart, place value chart for math, and also sometimes you will get a calculator. Now, I know that you're going to be very tempted to use a calculator. I'm going to highly encourage you not to. Okay, if it is not on your accommodation that you get to use on a regular basis in class. So let me go ahead and get back into our Canvas page again. So again, go into Canvas and you get to your page. Now today I'm going to be using Ms. Holovach's Canvas page as an example. So when you scroll down, all the way down, you're going to see that teacher information section again. And if you don't know where you're, because we've sent you so many emails. If you don't know where the list of accommodations are, I have actually attached it onto my website, and right here is where my website is. You can click on it and it will lead you to my website. So here it is. In case you are not one of my students and you need to find this accommodations page, you are more than welcome to email your case manager to ask for it again. They are always available to help you with this, okay? So on my website, you will find math accommodations right here. And I have embedded it on my website right here. As you can see, this site is under construction, meaning I'm going to add to it as we go along. So if you click on this button, it's going to open it up to a full-size page. I'm just going to go over a little bit of each of these points just because I know that sometimes the language can be different and it can be confusing for you. So when you're listening to me as I'm going through these accommodations, look at the big picture. Don't look at just the language piece, okay? So, for example, this one is pretty easy to understand, just allowing extra time. And basics transcribing, another word for it is writing support. So under this heading, you will find different Google extensions, and I'm going to show you in a little bit how you can add these Google extensions onto your Chrome bars. But so one of these Google extensions will be able to help with writing support. So this one, this is the actual name of the extension that you're looking at or you will be looking for, and right here is the explanation of what that extension is going to do for you. So anything in black bold letters or writing, those are the actual name of those extensions. They're specific to that app that you're looking for, and anything right after that is just an explanation of what it's going to do. When we're talking about breaking down assignments and chunking assignments is very similar or almost the same. So when you're breaking it down, that means that instead of seeing an entire page of math problems or science problem or whatever it may be, sometimes you can chunk it by just cutting the page in half. Sometimes you can fold it in half, or just to make it visually less overwhelming. So some of these extensions will be able to help you with that. Calculations device, as you can see on here, they have two blue links. That means that you can actually click on these links and it will lead you to the accommodations itself. And these are more so one use type. So for example, I clicked on a multiplication chart, and if you click on it, it will show you to this page, okay? Again, like I said, chunking and breaking down is very much the same. Sorry, I skipped this check for understanding. In class, sometimes we'll ask the students certain questions to see if they're understanding what we're working on. Now, it's going to be a little bit challenging when we're doing this online. So if you have any questions, you can email your teachers. You can email me. Here's my email address, or you can use the Teams time in order to ask those questions and get your answers accordingly. Clarification of language. This one is more of for vocabulary support or grammar support. And so if you need to, if in class, sometimes we're able to instead of using a big vocabulary, we can use a simpler word that students can understand. So like the big word like math operations, instead of saying math operations, I can say, oh, it just means to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Okay, so you can use these Google extensions, or you can even just type in Google Translate and it's going to do the same for you. So for example, if I came out here and I did Google Translate, it's so easy to use. I love this program because I use it all the time. So you can actually enter a text here and you can choose which language it's going to translate for you. So for example, if I just want to know what it is in Spanish, I can just say hello. I can type hello here. So whatever word that you're stuck with in class and you have no idea what it means and nobody around you can help you, you can just type it in here and then have it translated to your own language. And in this case, it says hola. So it's very easy to use. Digital timer, you can use your devices for this one. I'm sure our students are very versed. They are very well uh, they know a lot about their devices, and a digital timer is not a hard one that they can use, that they can find on any of the devices. Now, with direct students' attention to specific information, this is equivalent to like highlighting, or sometimes maybe crossing out one answer choice out of the four answer choices, just so our students can be a little bit more focused on the correct answers, and just a little extra help to help them with it. Some students may need an overlay, which means when you have another colored, clear colored piece of plastic that you can put on top of your reading. And so instead of seeing a black and white, you can have blue overlay on top of the black words, for example. That is also very helpful for some of our students, and it is something that you can also find in here. Extra time, your teachers will be accommodating for that for all of our students. Even though the assignment is set to be due today, we will have it opened for like a whole entire week. So if your students could not finish them, all of the assignments today, they have all week to finish it. Fidgeting item for focus, that is a little bit tricky for at home. Frequent breaks, this is easy for you to do at home as you see fit with your students. Math manipulatives are a little tricky, but there are a lot of online manipulatives. I'm gonna actually start adding it to this page so that you can find links on here for you to go to them. Ms. Gonzalez has a really great website that she built that has a lot of math manipulatives on there that are like fraction tiles that you can actually use online. Those are really cool. To minimize distraction, it's like a highlighting tool or it's a zooming tool, so you can check on it. Minimize note-taking or note-taking assistance. Again, you can just sometimes you can just speak into the computer and it will type for you. Oral administration, this one you can actually get right in Canvas. You don't have to use extensions, but in case you need it, just let me know. Or there's also instructions on here that will help you to get those extensions so that you can add it onto your computer for you to have all the time. The rest of them, I'm not going to go into, just like I say, because it's going to look different for everybody being when your students are at home. So let me go ahead and show you how you can add these extensions to your Chrome bars. So for example, if I was to go to just a Google page, if you can find these three dots on the side, on the top right hand corner, because my picture is usually the one that's going to be hiding in this corner, hiding everything in this corner. That's why I have to describe it. Click on those three dots and it's going to have a pull down menu. You're going to pick settings, and then you're going to click on extensions. Once you're in there, you're also going to be clicking on extensions again. And all the way at the bottom here, it's going to have a button for you to click on, and it says Open Chrome Web Store. That's where you want to go. Once you're in here, it's going to open up a search bar. So I'm going to try the voice typing. Notice how I use the exact same wording that the sheet gave me, okay? Because Mansfield ISD professionals have already researched on these extensions that are free, and they've compiled it on this page for you. So it's a wonderful resource for you to refer to. Now you can add this to your Chrome, and you can click it and it'll add it to your Chrome bar, and you can set it however you want to, how you want to see it. So I'm not going to do it on my computer because I'm restricted as a teacher. So that is one way. Now I'm going to show you another one that that I was talking about, which is in the oral administration part, where you can have assignments read to you. So for example, if I was working on this one, I'm just picking out a random problem. Okay. Now, on most of your assignments, there's what's called Immersive Reader right here. And this feature is there to help you. So for example, if you need things read to you, if you need a passage, if you need a question, answer choices read to you, instead of asking someone else to read it to you, try using this feature on Canvas, and it's right there. It's so easy to use. So I'm gonna try using it for you so you can hear what it's like. So it has a play button as if it is a recording.
Other math resources, optional. Did you finish your weekly math and need/want more practice?
Okay, so that's what it would sound like. Now, I hope that that was helpful for you. Of course, I cannot go over everything that you will need, but just shoot us an email if you need anything, if you have any questions that needs to be clarified, and I wish you all a very good week.